We've just seen the top men fighting for the front rows of the grid, but what about the others at the back? They may be a bit off the pace, but their commitment and will to win is just the same. Here's James Allen.
Graham, Damon Hill's father, once said, "You meet a nicer class of person at the back of the Formula One grid." What times may have changed since his era? What's life like out of the limelight? Back of the grid teams have similar looking hardware to the top teams, just not as much of it. Minardi's motorhome is not quite as grand as McLaren's £1 million monolith. Minardi has to run the team and build its cars on less money than Ferrari pays Michael Schumacher. But look at the publicity he generates. So does he have sympathy for the back markers?
You do, yes. On the other side, there's only 22 of us guys around in Formula One. On that side, you can be proud to be one of them, and if you don't have the car to compete, then you compete for whatever possibility you have.
We come to with a motivation to move up the grid. I mean, if in the last race you're 20th, you want to be 15th, and you want to score points, and you just want to improve the overall performance.
Prima vinceva, ma in Formula 1 in questo momento è impossibile, ma l'importante è andare forte e dimostrare che uno può andare anche bene in altre squadre.
Tyrrell's Japanese newcomer Taiga Takagi has certainly caught the eye this year with his impressive speed, but he's also had some problems adapting to Formula One. Taiga, is it as difficult in Formula One to drive as everybody thinks? The boys at the back are there to make up the numbers, and to them a point would be as precious as a victory to Schumacher or Häkkinen. In Formula One, you're just as good as the car you drive. Without the resources or a major manufacturer behind you, you're never going to win. Sometimes the back markers are lapped 2 or 3 times in a race. It's not always easy to get out of the way.
There's a lot of pressure, the media and everything, everyone is looking what you're doing, and if you put a foot wrong, the press gets really hard on you. I'm not too bothered to be a superstar. That's not my aim. My aim is to be there, to be quick, to win championship. I think the other side comes with your success.
It must be difficult, but you can't miss what you've never had. So if you've never ran at the front, then you have the motivation and desire to try and get forward, and you, I guess, have to accept your position.
Well, I'm starting to understand what it means to be further away from the start lights. There's a lot less pressure, basically. It's true that it often happens, that the back markers just stay in the way and don't look in their mirrors. So I've paid special attention to that this year, to always look in the mirrors and to completely move out of the way.
And what's Tiger's view? And what about Damon Hill? Does he share his father's rose-tinted view of the back markers?
No, I'm sorry, I don't have any sympathy for people who are at the back. They only have themselves to blame.